Good afternoon. Welcome to Life Unrehearsed. Matt Del Vecchio here, specializing in home care, downsizing, and the senior living industry. Thank you for tuning in. Coming up on the first half of the show, Dean Rafferty will be talking about the eye-conditioned Keratoconus and his initiative called Keratocares to fundraise for it. And I'm going to be joined by my past partner in crime, Corey Sirota. She's going to be joining me. She's going to be talking about some of the upcoming events with Myra's Kids. Know that it's Ovarian Cancer Awareness Day this coming Tuesday. I'm going to be talking to ovarian cancer survivor and advocate Joanne Fodiatis, who will be sharing her really inspiring story. And I'm going to be wrapping up the show responding to your text and questions about navigating our healthcare system and sharing some of the tax credits and subsidies that you may not be aware of. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Happy Greek Easter to our Greek friends. I hope you're enjoying your day and a little lamb going on. A little soggy Sunday, but if you're with family, that's what it's all about. I want to wish everyone all the best on this nice Greek Easter for you. All right. Now, keratoconus is an eye condition in which your cornea gets thinner and bulges outward into a cone shape, and it causes blurred vision, sensitivity to light and glare, and may need glasses, contacts, or surgery. And for many, surgery is not the answer, but spiral lenses are. This, however, comes with a very costly price to pay, and there are no available government subsidies that you can receive, and not many places offer this type of lens with the necessary treatment services. Well, Dean Rafferty put in place a non-profit project called Kera Cares to express the need for awareness about this disease and how it impacts as well as imposes financial strain on one's livelihood. He's the CEO, founder of Kera Organics, and he sells soap bars to fundraise for the foundation. Dean, welcome to Life Unrehearsed.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Well, pleasure to have you in studio for me. We were just talking off air, Dean, and your story is truly inspiring. Let's get our listeners to hear a little bit more about it. So first of all, what is keratoconus?
Keratoconus is a disease we have in the eye. It creates a fogness, a blurriness, darkness, and if not well treated, you can go blind easily. And today, you have to be careful because kids from the age of 6 going up are approached with this disease, and if not treated well, blindness will happen before the age of 14.
And now you have or had keratoconus, is that right?
I have keratoconus at the moment in my eye. I always will.
All right. Now, what's the mission of the Kera Cares Foundation?
I built the company with a product enhance a soap bar to be able to raise money for people to be able to have the right to have these lenses because they're very costly. So I told the doctor Simar that I work with, Patrick Simar, that I wanted to find a way to raise enough money so people can have the right to see. And I do just that.
And so if you could just explain, because this is very serious. And you're saying, look, this happened to me. Yes. It could happen to others. Yeah. I'm going to put this foundation together, and this is what I think you were telling me. It's only a year now, right? Your 1 year anniversary, is that it?
That's correct.
And you are selling soap bars to various charities. I think you just hooked up with Mike Cohen and the English Montreal School Board, and you're selling soap bars where you're donating portions of these sales, correct, to help the foundation.
That's correct. We give a certain amount of money away for each school to raise the awareness. And what I did is that for the Dr. Simon, what was very important is to raise enough money for research and development to help prevent this disease from happening. So that's why it's very, very important for people to help me through my project. I created a bar, lotion, soaps. I have a whole bunch of line of products that can be purchased online or through a store. We're with Ciné Local through Quebec and Optometrie Bélanger, where you can acquire the products.
Listen, Life Unrehearsed, Matt Del Vecchio here, and I'm talking with Dean Rafferty about keratoconus and his foundation called Kera Cares. Now, you have a real-life example of,
Yes.
Of a young man that you have helped out with a lens. So tell me about that.
With the Dr. Simar, we were looking for someone that had diagnosed the disease in the eye. He's 23 years old. He hadn't seen clearly in 10 years, and he was walking with a cane. He was very uncomfortable, and he couldn't do very much. We were able to provide him with the proper lenses on both eyes. And for the first time, he got the lens on December 16th. So it was the first Christmas that he was able to see clear.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
And there is, from what I understand, you get this lens, but there's an adjustment period, right? The eye just doesn't adapt.
No.
So how does that, in your case, how was that for you? And how long was that period?
Every person is different. For myself, it took a couple of months for my head to adjust to my eyesight, to understand that I could see. Because all the time, I was never able to see. I had, for the last 10 years, drivers for me to bring me from A to B. At night, I couldn't drive a car anymore. I couldn't really function very clearly. So once the lens, you can see with the lens, you can see in the dark, you can see in the fog. Your life is completely changed within a split second. And that is the most beautiful thing you could have.
Vision. Absolutely.
Yes, vision.
Talking with Michael Dean Rafferty about Keratoconus and what he's doing. This show is called Life Unrehearsed, right? And we get thrown curveballs in life. Yeah. It's how we cope and deal with. This is what we try to bring on inspiring guests like yourself on the show. And here you are, you had this and you said you can make a difference. And you've created this foundation. We have to give a shout out, right, to the two Michaels, Michael Cohen and I think Michael Gilbert, who actually put us together. And they've been involved with you for the English Montreal School Board, and this is just really taking off.
It's taking off, and this year I will be at the Montreal Grand Prix Crescent festivities for 4 days with the Kera booth, and we were there with the school board. We're going to be there with a lot of the kids. We're going to tell people and make them more aware of what's going on, what's out there, what can be done, how we can help the research, how we can help these kids out, because somebody has to be there for them. And I want to be part of this journey I have with my products.
And, I remember in our younger days, most of us remember, we're doing a fall campaign through our schools and we'd sell those chocolates or what have you. And switching gears a little bit, I think how many schools will be jumping on board in the fall?
We're going to be working for the Montreal School Board, which is 82 schools in the Quebec region for the Montreal School Board, English School Board. We want them to be aware. We're going to go slowly. It's a growing process. We're going to go 6, 8, 10 schools at a time and make them aware to know that it's better to have, instead of the chocolates and cookies, we'll give them something. We have the bar, the organic bar, 100 grams.
This is a soap bar, right?
It's soap
organic
bar,
soap
correct.
Bar. Yeah.
Yep. But also in the package, we put a massage bar, which is actually good for anyone, whether it's sports or elderly people. It's really something. It's new, it's up to date, it's what you should and get. And at the same time, you're helping. For the Kera Foundation, the website, the Kera-Organics.com, is my website. Everything in literature is written down, English and French, and very much in detail. You can see everything we do at every time, everything I go, Mackay Center, to help the kids. I'm always out there as much as I can, and to tell people, you encourage me, I help your kids.
I just love it. And as an interesting twist, here we are with an organic soap bar. Instead of our chocolates, going to a wonderful cause. And that story you just gave of the 23-year-old getting a new lens, that's what it's at the end of the day, is what it's all about. It's a very expensive procedure, and you're giving vision, one of the greatest gifts of you can give to someone. So I first of all, thank you on behalf of all our Life Unrehearsed listeners. You're doing a wonderful deed here, and I wish you much success. You obviously have the drive and the passion. You're living it yourself personally. So let's get out that website one more time, please, if you could.
It's Kera, Kera-Organics with an S.com.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you for joining me here in studio on a Sunday and getting the good word out there.
My pleasure, Matt.
All right. That's Michael Dean Rafferty. Thank you very, very much for joining me. Kera Organics, Kera-Organics.com, and he's the CEO and founder of Kera Organics. Really wish you the best of luck.